Live soon. Super excited to have you guys all come in, and here we go. Welcome to TRM. We are live for Sunday. Sundays with TRM is here. Super excited to have everybody come in. We have a lot of returning wonderfulness. Miss Rhonda is back. She is back with her great the product that she has is absolutely amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Um, when I saw it, I was thinking to myself, I remember when my mom used to give me these really special things for Easter, and I still treasure them to this day. And what she has is a legacy gift. If you guys don't know, it's one of those things that can be passed down over and over and over again. So I'm super excited for you guys to see that. And then Miss Dion is back once again. She is back once again with a bundle of GPTs that is right on trend. And also Mr. William, he's been on, I feel like saying Mr. William and his AI influencer has been on a world tour because it seems like she is everywhere. She is everywhere on her world tour. And he has an amazing GPT that just shows love and togetherness and all of the things. It is so good to have William on the show today because you guys know the imagery that William puts in his GPTs is phenomenal. Because of his photography background, he is always pushing the limits of his GPT. And you guys know with 4.0 and his expertise, you know, baby, it's something special. It is always something special with Williams GPTs. He always does his thing. I really appreciate the fact that he just really works really hard at making sure that we get the best imagery from his GPTs. So let's see, who shall we talk to today? Everyone's like, oh no, here she goes again. Uh, who shall we talk to? Oh, you guys don't have your cameras on today, but that does not mean that I will not.
Look, it's intentional. I think they was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna wear no bright colors. I'm not
No,
gonna
no,
turn my camera on."
no, 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 no. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, look, the Stephanie says, "Wait a minute. Don't test me with a good time." She said, I have beautiful makeup on. If you guys do not watch Stephanie with her amazing makeup, and she had a really great reel this morning showing how she went to church with her fabulous makeup on. So, Miss Stephanie, you are coming up. She was like, "Look, if they scared, I'm not scared because I'm ready." She said, "I'm always camera ready." Oh, Stephanie, your nails are very pretty too. Because you wore green today, didn't you?
Yes, I wore green and I have yellow toes in for Easter.
Oh, you are on it. You are on it. So what has been
I
going
did.
on
I
with you,
ordered
Miss
us
Stephanie?
yellow
I,
clothes, so I have yellow toes
you have
for
yellow
Easter.
toes too. Come on, girl.
Yes.
Come on now. So what has been going on with you and your business, Miss Stephanie?
Well, thank you for asking. I have been involved in an initiative with TCDC to get products in my store and to be more engaging and so this morning or the other day we were tasked with just relaxing and then having a conversation and just getting back to some things, and so I ended up having a conversation with ChatGPT.
Okay.
And because I really struggled with what my niche is and who I'm
Mm.
supposed to serve and who I'm like and who is like me, And I come to the realization that, that I don't want to be a hustler anymore. I'm 61 years old. I have a job and I love to create. I love to talk about faith and encouragement. And I love to do my makeup bit, you know, and everybody loves that and gravitates to that. And so I wanted to lean into something that I really am and really find out what, help people to be purposeful,
Mhm.
because many people, believe it or not, don't know what their purpose is. Um, and and I wanted to do that, and so I had a conversation with ChatGPT, and I came up with helped me develop a program that I'm going to be rolling out for the third quarter, second quarter rather. Also decided that I want to do some POD products, and so one of the things that I am looking to roll out and get together is a freebie that talks about all those things. How do I be who I am and all the roles that I am? I'm a mother, I'm a preacher, I work full time. I love my grandchildren and I want to live with them. I don't want to spend all my time just creating and not be able to, enjoy their lives because that time goes by fast. And I want to leave something to them you know. So how do I do that? And how do I share that with them? And so I recognize that are there's an audience of people who believe the same thing and want the same thing, want to create, don't really know how, and how to go about it. And so I'm going to be rolling out this, it's called Grace. I'm sorry, it's Gracefully I forgot the name of it. Lord have mercy. It's it's a grace. It has to do with grace and living gracefully. And what
Mhm.
I'm going to basically be doing is helping people to what is it? Gracefully creative. Okay. And so I'll be showing people how to design journals, how to design how to journal, what
Mhm.
giving prompts, things of faith, affirmation cards, things that they can help and share with their grandchildren,
Mhm.
just simple things like that to be able to share that with them and be of help to them. And I'm really, really excited about it. So I'll be doing some teaching, some classes. So, for that and doing some makeup tutorials, still and affirmations, sending those out and just trying to grow my email list and do what I can and which is to share encouragement with the world because I believe that is um,
Yeah.
my gift and my call is to encourage people that you can be who you say you want to be. You can do what you say you want to do. That Jesus loves you without a doubt, and that you are loved. And then we hold in so many secrets, from our past, and people don't know how to deal with that. So journaling is going to be something that is going to be able to help to be a release for that. And so journal covers, journals, mugs, and t-shirts is going to be my jam.
I love that, Stephanie. And the thing that I love about you is that you've taken your time, you found your lane, done all the things that you needed to do. You slowly found your lane and you've done it with grace. So that is perfect. Like gracefully creative is a perfect segue to you moving to your future in this digital
Yes.
business. I love that for you. When when everything's all set up, when you have all your journal covers ready, just let us know. We'll bring you up and fill out the form because I'm looking at Martine. Martine is like, We need the form filled out. Fill out the form, and we'll bring you in. For all of those that do not know, TCDC is for the creative brown girl, Miss Hatane Nasai. She is an amazing artist, which she calls herself the creative instigator. She is a wonderful coach. She does amazing work, and she has a wonderful school community of which Miss Stephanie is a part of. And she is just doing her thing over there. So thank you so much for coming forth, Miss Stephanie, to talk
Thank
about.
you. And what I have up on my wall, that's my latest journal. It's a prayer and Bible study journal. And
That's
if
your
you
new
click
journal.
on,
Okay.
huh?
That's your new
Yeah,
journal.
yes.
Oh, okay. I love it.
I
I was
love
gonna
your
say I love
logo
her. Yeah,
too.
that's what I was getting ready to say, Talia. I love her logo. Her logo is nice.
Thank
It's
Really,
you.
beautiful.
really nice. You've
Yeah,
done an
so
amazing. Look, you've
here,
got your journal cover behind. Look at you, Stephanie, using your real estate. You got your
stepping
journal
up
cover.
to
You
the
got your
plate.
QR code, and you have your logo. Look at you. You're a big girl now. You're a big girl.
Digital real estate,
You're a
honey.
big
She
girl.
got
I
it
grew up a little bit.
together.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you
Good
all.
job.
All
You're
right, ladies.
welcome.
Thank you
God
so,
bless.
so much. Have a wonderful rest of the shoe. Appreciation.
Yes, I love you all.
Um, yeah, so sometimes it just takes a little bit of time for you to find your way. And I love that Stephanie did that. She is able to do that with such grace. And as a group, all three of us have found our way to do our thing here for TRM. And this show has been such a blessing for all three of us. We have really grown when it comes to the show, and having you guys on the show every single week has been such a blessing for us. And there are so many things that we love about the show, but the one thing that we love is the fact that Martine has done the wheel, and she is going to tell. She's always that wheel is something special. Colors. Now we got the logo in the center,
Look, keep me from having to tussle. Okay.
baby. That wheel is something special. So Martine, can you get all the people up on the wheel?
Absolutely. Welcome, welcome. Those of you that are brand new, I'm Martine. I'm the M in TRM, and I'm excited to be here again for another Sundays with TRM. So the wheel, we have a prize wheel. In order to get on this prize wheel, you've got to submit your name in the Zoom chat and in the Facebook chat. I have already dropped the link in the chat. So you just need to fill it out. There are a couple of ways you can get on the wheel. You've got 3 chances. So your name can pop on this wheel 3 times. You can share the live, and I'm going to drop the Facebook link. This allows us to just continue to elevate the voice of everybody that's here. So when our panelists come on, we want their message to go far and wide, and sharing this live is going to help with that. So that's the first thing you can do is just go ahead and share the live. You can share it in groups. You can share it on your personal page. We just want you to get it out there. Okay, so that's the first part of this puzzle. Keep in mind, if you share it privately or share it to a private group, I don't see your name. So it does have to be a public share. Okay, so make sure you share the live. The second way is by signing up for our email sign ups. I'm going to drop that back in the chat so that you guys have it. All of this has to be done by 7:45 p.m. Go on Facebook, put it on Facebook. All right. So click on the link. It's going to take you to a sign up. You'll sign up. You don't have to purchase anything to be on the wheel. But that'll give you another entry. Okay. And then finally, if you joined our Patreon this week, so if we have any new Patreon folks who joined this week, they get an additional entry. But it's not too late for you. If you want to join as a free or paid member of the Patreon, I'm going to drop the link in the chat, and you can become a free member of the Patreon. So those are the ways that you can join and get your names on the list 3 times. Just keep in mind at 7:45. at 7:45 p.m., we will close the wheel and we're going to start preparing to spin that wheel. And then tonight, our panelists usually offer some kind of free item. Maybe it's GPT, it might be a product. I know I'm going to be giving away one class seat tonight from my replay. So we'll have some things that you can get. Regina, I want to make sure I'm on track. We did have a question in the chat. Paula Dunn said, can you tell us more about the Patreon group, please? You're good? Okay. So that was the question. I want to make sure I answer that. So Talya, Regina, and myself, we have come together, Paula, to offer our services at a low rate. Okay. We have 3 levels that we offer. So that instead of you buying from Regina and then you turn around and buy from Talya, you turn around and buy from me, you can buy from all 3 of us for one price. When you join the Patreon, there are 3 tiers you can choose from. Tier 1, you will get 3 custom GPTs, 1 from each one of us. You'll also get 100+ images. So it allows you to engage with, we are very, very different. We have different art styles, different points of view. So you get 3 different experiences in one place. Okay, and at that tier, it's $17. Tier 2, you'll get all of the art and the GPTs, but you will also get to sit in on our co-working sessions. Patreon folks, if you're in the room, what do y'all, let us know in the chat. What do you think about the co-working? Are they working for you? Do you like the experience? So if we have any Patreon, just tell us a little bit about what your co-working experience is like. Because and we all run our Patreon, our co-working sessions differently. So sometimes it's a teaching, sometimes it's completely quiet and we're working. Sometimes we're not teaching, excuse me, it's not teaching. Sometimes we're working through problems that members are having. Sometimes we just need a moment to take a breath and kind of talk through some things. And then sometimes we're just quietly working, getting things done. And again, it's just another advantage. 3 of us, 3 different styles, 3 different ways of facilitating. So you get a broader experience, and the cost of that is $37 a month. 3 hours worth of come in and pick our brain for a little while, get some work done, plus the GPTs, plus the art. And then our final tier is the tier 3, and tier 3 gets everything. So they get all the GPTs, all the co-working session, but they also get our monthly class. So each one of us offer a class. And we cover a broad range of topics, but Talya tends to do a lot of our physical products, so learning how to make physical things in Canva. I've been doing a combination of systems productivity in Canva. Right now, I'm in the middle of a Canva series. And then Regina is our master at Midjourney. I really don't know anyone else who's as knowledgeable and prolific at creating dynamic art. And so she offers up one class, I offer up one class, Talya offers up one class, and you get all 3 classes, all the co-working sessions, all of the art and the GPTs for $97 a month. So essentially, you're just getting a lot of support. I call it like bespoke or boutique style support for the cost of what you would pay for maybe a single class. Thanks for giving me a beat to answer that question.
Oh, no problem, Martine.
You
It's
did an
so
amazing job.
as
What our
always, as
Patreon
always.
covers.
Thank you, I appreciate you.
As you were talking about the GPTs, I wanted to say that there's been a GPT dropped in the Patreon called Teacher Bay. And I wanted to give homage to our male teachers because we always give everything to our female teachers. So I decided to render for our male teachers. And this came from the wonderful GPT from Miss Talya Morris that she created. And I love this. He's now just sitting there getting his lesson plan together, waiting to go to he probably need to get away from them children. That's what Talia said. Get away from them children. I can't even say it. I haven't been. Talia, can you? How do you?
Sure.
Cheering,
Sure.
cheering.
Uh-huh.
I try to get away from them cheering. I don't. I still can't. I don't have. I'm just not gonna even try. He does that much better than me. Uh, uh, and he is at the coffee
One
shop,
more time.
chilling out, getting his coffee, ready to go. But let me show you a couple of images from her amazing GPT. And this is a TRM exclusive. She placed it into our Patreon. Do, 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 do. There is the, we don't want to go take you to Midjourney first. Here is the, when you come in, her GPT is really user friendly. You hit the button and it shows you what Talya does best, right? You get a teacher, you get her in her glory, dressed in her classroom, just amazing imagery. And of course, I'm going to come in and I'm going to ask it to do amazing things that her GPT, she didn't actually train it to do. I'm going to ask it to put books, knowledge is power, her walking through the garden. Then I'm going to make it go and I'm going to have it have an art teacher with sequins on. Yeah, no. I love the fact that her GPT gives me people of different hairstyles, different fashion choices, um, and just different ethnicities. Her GPT does it all. The one thing that I want you guys to see, because of the updates that are happening within Chat GPT, you see how the faces and the backgrounds are getting a lot more clear. Absolutely phenomenal. Look at this. Look at Talia.
That's the do too much teacher.
Look, she
Hmm.
must be teaching at the Met Gala. Is that
Hey,
what she teaching
baby.
at? Was
That's how you show up when you have to be the
Mhm.
chaperone for prom. Hmm.
Right. That
no.
Prom
prompt.
This is how you show
chaperone.
up when you know you
Mhm.
about to quit. This how you this is what this how you show up when this is your last day. Today is my last day. Okay.
This is the brand new teacher. This is her first teaching assignment. She's brand new. She's trying to be cool with the kids. That's what I saw with her.
Yeah.
This
She's
is a,
she's 23 and
yeah, this
she
is a
had
teacher
found her
on
space at
vacation. She was like, I'm just going out.
what school she going to?
No, she's on vacation, girl. This is
Yes,
Oh,
because you
ooh,
know they don't
child.
be them kids don't remember and that teachers do have lives outside of the classroom.
this is the teacher that's going, the one that goes, from
She
every,
said summer school teacher.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's a good one. I love look at the prompt coherence and the wording. I love that. This is the teacher.
Mhm.
She just did a lot. She got a whole bunch of paint all over her. She's really into her autistic. Then this is a teacher who's going to be teaching for the future. You know,
Mm,
I just
mm.
I just did all the things with the
She gonna put some more clothes on in the future. She gonna
But when you start telling, I had so much fun with her GPT. I was able to
what's that
render
now?
people of different ethnicities with her GPT. I did over like 300 images. Those were just a sample of the GPTs, the images that I've rendered. I just really loved how I was able to get people who look different and in different circumstances and different types of teachers. Everybody's seen this teacher.
So they was
He's been there
teaching during
forever.
Woodstock. That's what's happening.
He's
Mm.
been there forever, but maybe that's just here in California. I've seen him every single school that I go to. This is the teacher
Hmm.
that I see.
Oh,
He's the
for sure.
music teacher. He is an administrator. He is a
So
counselor.
he just say he the sub. He the
He's a
substitute
sub.
teacher.
I'm about
That's
to
what
say
yeah.
he could be the sub too because he don't have to adhere to the uniform policy.
The
No.
dress
And
code.
we need
That's
him so
right.
bad as a sub that we're not going to
We're not
we're
gonna
not
say
sending him
one
home.
word. We're gonna say,
No.
come on in here, sir. Come
Yeah.
on in. Just button a couple of
Second
them
period
buttons
is
on your
waiting
shirt.
on
That's
you.
all. That's
And
all we
keep
need.
Second
going.
Just
period.
button
But
up a
there
couple more of them buttons. That's all.
I just loved working with her GPT. It was really great imagery. I was
So
able to play with it a
beautiful
little
in
bit,
mid
give
journey.
the give the teachers a little bit of a different looks. You can give them a cartoon style. You can make them photorealistic. You can now, because of all the changes, you can give them an anime style. There's tons of things that you can do with this GPT especially for teacher appreciation and different things that for your kids, any things that, teacher notebooks, any things that you need for your teachers, you can do with Talya's GPT. So I really enjoyed working with her GPT and having fun with it. So it is a wonderful, wonderful GPT, and it is a Patreon exclusive, and it is at the $17 tier. You get three GPTs within that tier every single month, and this is one of the GPTs that is in there. So I am so excited to play with it. I want you guys to all experience it. It is an amazing GPT. So thank you, Miss Talia Morris. Thank you so much. You did a fantastic, as she always
You're
does.
very welcome. You're very welcome.
She always does a fantastic job with her GPTs. I mean, she comes out. If you ever had any of her Fro girls, baby, those things are just absolutely amazing. And she always puts some element of that in every GPT that she does, and it is also in Teacher Bay. So love it, love it, love it. Well, now we have the returning Miss Rhonda. She is a phenomenal creator. I have not seen someone do such a great job with physical, like she has the big machines, like the big machines, where she digitizes, she does huge cutting, she does things for businesses. She, Rhonda, can you tell them a little bit about your business? Because I'm not doing your business justice because she has so many machines. You'd be like, how many machines does she have? She has machines. And we want to make sure that Rhonda is using those machines 24 hours a day so she can maximize her production time. So let's talk about what your the product that you're here to show and about your business.
Hi, my name is Rhonda. My business is named Design Co Studio 2. I have been doing web designing for like 15 years, a little over 15 years. And so during COVID, I decided I just didn't want to do it anymore. And so I decided to start going back crafting like I've always have done. And um, one of them was first thing doing shirts and that stuff. And then it's like, oh, the lasers. I seen someone had a laser machine. I was like, oh, okay. I want to try to do that. And I was a little nervous at first trying to do a laser. So I got a small one. I got a glow forge and I started doing the glow forge, making signs and cutting out different things. And then I said, okay, well, now I want to start embroidering. And so I got me embroidery machine. I have a 10 needle embroidery machine, and um my I was growing out of my glow forge, and I said, okay, it's time to go bigger. And I went bigger, and I got a Mira 9. It's like a 500-pound machine, and I couldn't I my husband I had talked to my husband about getting a she shed in my backyard because I only had a little bit of stuff back there. So now I can't put that in there because the machine's too big. So I have it in the garage. And I moved everything in the garage, and that one is just for crafting in there. So and then my sew machine is down here in the basement where I'm at. So um I my business is kind of say it's like that all-in-one thing. So I do embroidering, I do laser design when it comes to wood, acrylic, engraving on tumblers, glass, and so that's what my business is. So it's just like an all-in-one business. Um, and so today, I wanted to show you guys the things that I do for my business. The embroidering thing, the image that's behind me, I also want to thank Dion because she had an embroidering pattern, a prompt, and this is what helped create this image that's in the back of me. And I thought, okay, I want to be able to not just create someone else's product, I want to do my own. And so I said, okay, how about having some, because I'm learning to digitize. I can, but not to this detail, not yet. I'm one of those fast learners, so before you know, I probably will know how to do it by the end of the year. But I decided I would have someone digitize for me, and his name is David Wilson. So he digitized this image behind me and some other ones. And I created it was that embroidered look. And so I did 3 images like this, and it's like I'm loving this. And so if I can show you what I've done. I don't know if I can share, and I'll show you all the other things that I've done too. So let me see if I can do this.
You
But
did have
like I
a
said, I'd
question.
love to.
I don't want that question to get lost.
Okay,
I think
go
she's
ahead.
asking, is that Paula asked, is that quilting?
It is no, well, it's like an embroidered patch, but it's a like an embroidered look. I don't know, can you see my desktop?
Yes, we
Okay.
can.
So it has like that patchwork look to it. And that's how I had asked David to do to not embroider, digitize that like that for me. So this is the first one of that image that is sitting behind me. This is this one. And I embroidered this on a hoodie. And like I said, again, the reason why I did this because I want to be able to have another place where I can be able to um have my own patterns. I want to be able to have my own patterns and be able to also offer them to people who are wanting to be able to do the same thing, to be able to do this, to be able to embroider this. And also with my and this one, I did this behind this image here behind me. I put this on a pillow. So these are the images. This is the GPT. And so David, he digitized them to these 3 images. They all of them took, and I put them, when I embroidered them on on a single needle because my 10 needle, it only has the 10 colors. These have more than 10 colors. So I had to use my single needle embroidering machine. But I love doing it, and I had fun doing this. And so go ahead.
I was just about to say these are gorgeous. That's all. They're gorgeous.
Thank you. And so now when it comes to learning how to do GPT, I'm loving this because now I can use my laser machine to cut out images. So these are my characters. It's Zari and friends. What I did is I printed them on my UV printer, and then I cut them out on my laser machine. But and also the thing is, I just didn't do that. I also embroidered it on shirts because I wanted to see how they would turn out. Though the colors are not as the colors are always going to be different when it comes to printing and when it comes to putting something on shirts. The colors are not always going to be the same, and that even when it comes to the skin tone. So these are some of this is the embroidered image here. And let's see. And
That
here's another.
really came out really, really well. Oh, I need the yellow shirt. I just need you.
Thank you. And I embroidered this, sorry, let me go back. I embroidered this image here, the one that's in black. I embroidered her last night. And I had embroidered four, well, I have 4 shirts now. And I had he had did another one for me. I hadn't got it done yet because this one took like 87 minutes to do, so I didn't get to do it last night. So another thing that I decided to do, because Regina was doing Easter stuff, I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to make some Easter. I want to make some little Easter treat baskets, and she had did Sarah. What do you call it? I can't say it
An
again.
Ezra.
Ezra, sorry, and Ezra. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to try this out. So I did all the little Easter bunnies, and I was like, okay, I can make little Easter baskets and and print that on my UV printer. So I cut all these out. I cut these little baskets out. And so these baskets that you see, it's called a living hinge basket, where when you how you cut it, it makes the wood expand to, like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to it makes it bend, just put it that way. So the way it is cut, it makes it bend so I can be able to mold it the way I want to mold it. And so what I decided to do to also print on top, so the top would have a really nice picture on it. So you could be able to have, and then you can put a little treat in there. And then after Easter's over, you can be able to put your daughter's little hair bows or jewelry in there, so she could be able to have that. So that's what I did with Regina's Ezra. So I also, the same thing I also do is purses, which I did this a while ago. I created some little clutch purses with the same thing, with a living hinge pattern. And I decided I would put like a little jewelry on the front of them. And I created those. I created quite a bit of them. And I'm one of those women who like purses. I love purses. And so, but these were like little clutch purses. For me, had to have a big one because I have everything but the kitchen sink in them. So that little clutch wouldn't have done too good for me. But there are people who like little clutch purses. And so I created those. And so another thing, I'm one of those people who like journals. And I created, so these images that I printed them on wood, and it came out, the colors come out so vibrant with the wood that I used. And it's like, I love this. And it's like, I've created quite a few of them. And I've created them, I created some for some customers who wanted, it was a friend of mine, but she wanted her nieces on there, and her um she had 3 nieces, and she wanted their pictures and that on there. And so I did that for a Christmas present that she wanted. And I could not believe how the using a UV printer could make these colors come out really vibrant. And not only do I print on wood, but I also can print on canvas and put images on glass. And I've done that for some customers who wanted their wedding pictures put on acrylic. So, and it was clear acrylic, which is like probably like 1/4 of an inch, which where they're really thick pieces of glass, where you could be able to do that. So I did that. And like I said, I'm loving using all of my printers. So I'll tell you how many printers I have. I have 2 printers. I have a Glowforge and I have the Aeon, but I also have a small laser X tool. I also have a UV printer they're all in the garage. So that's what I have that. But I was also be able to print on MDF. I don't think you could be able to see it because it's focusing on my computer. But these are the, like I said, these are the things that that Design Co Studio does. So mine is apparel. It is also laser engraving, custom, I mean, cups, tumblers, and uh, paper. So I do, like I said, I'm like a one-stop shop.
I have a lot of questions because I got a lot of ideas.
Okay.
Um, Number one, what is your lead time for your I know Paula. What is your lead time for your baskets? Because now that ChatGPT allows people to swap faces out, they
Hmm.
can then create the artwork, bring their children's faces and make them in their own Easter bunnies. So now they
Hmm.
can have individual Easter baskets with their kids' faces in there, right? So
Hmm.
do they send you the artwork or do you create
Yes,
it? And once the artwork is sent to you, how long does it take
it
for
would.
for all of it to be done?
I ask people to at least give me at least a 5-day turnaround
Okay,
because my machine cuts fast. So it's just I have to be able to print it and put everything together and that. So this just like probably like a 5-day turnaround
okay,
time. And that to
perfect.
get that out to them. Yeah.
All right. So everybody, now that you guys have this ability, you guys need to start early and send this out to your customers. So you guys make her your printing source. So what you're going to do is get with her, find out how much she charges for bulk orders, whatever you need for your customers, and go to your churches, have them get all the kids together and get all their pictures taken. You do all the step work and then send it over to her to have it printed out. So now each individual child now has their own personalized Easter basket. If you're doing any charity work, you guys can do that as well. You guys can do it faceless as well. You guys there doesn't need to be a face. So now each individual child can have that as well. For those of you that want to start a collection, a purse collection, did you guys just see? You can take your artwork, send it over to her. She can make a handbag out of those images that you guys have, abstracts, the women, then she sends it back. You guys can put crystals, jewels, any of those things can be placed on those bags. That is right up front a $500 bag.
I was sitting here thinking the same thing. I was like, oh, those are boutique bags. There's a lot you
Right.
could do with that.
Exactly. And with social selling being the way that it is, you can then personalize the bags, have your customers send in images, and then they'll have a bag that has their face on it.
Yeah. And I can also embroider on do tote bags. So I can be able to put it on a tote. I
Right.
can embroider on a tote bag, you know. So if you have GPTs that can't that an image that you want, then I can have, like I said, the guy that David that digitizes for me, put it on, so I can be able to embroider it on another bag, on a bag. If you have canvas, if you have an image that you want printed on canvas, like, if your mom, your dad, Mother's Day is coming around and you want to be able to have have an image that to have it printed on canvas, I can be able to do that. So yes.
Absolutely. This is a perfect opportunity for you to get a jump on personalized things for your mom, for Easter, for weddings, in birthdays, anything that you need personalized. She can do those things, and you don't have to create things for yourself. All you have to do is find someone who has the machines. She has them. You do the design. You have your customer. No one needs to know that Rhonda does this. You know that Rhonda does this. You feed all the business to her. I always say you
Rhonda
give
becomes your vendor. She's your vendor that you use to
your
get your
vendor.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. I love this, Rhonda. I love this, love this, love this. Paula, I knew that you had some questions. Does anyone else have any questions? Just raise your hand and we will you can ask Rhonda questions. Because I know I was my brain kept William.
Sorry.
I just want to congratulate you, Rhonda, because that's how you can build a community. That way, our money can circulate,
Mhm.
within the community. So you're doing a wonderful job. I want you to keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you. And thank you ladies for me coming on here, because I'm one of those, I can't say I am an introvert, but I'm getting out of that, I'm getting out there. And like I said, I love crafting, and it's like, um I was telling my brother yesterday, it's like I feel like the older I am, I'm just getting more creative, because when I was younger, it's like it wasn't, and it's like it's all just coming right now, and it's like my brain is just overflowing. Like I said, I got that hamster in there, and it's like it's just going, 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 and that. So yeah. So thank you. And like I said, if anyone has any questions, I am more than happy to ask. You can text me or send me an email and that stuff, and I'm more than happy to ask any questions that you have.
Valencia, I see that your hand is up.
Yes. First, I want to say, I hope you know how amazing you are and how
Thank
amazing your gifts are. They've always been inside of you, but for everything, there's a time and a season, and it's just your time. And we need a vendor. We need someone with as much passion and skill as you that we can support in our own community, so we don't have to rely on other things. But you are absolutely amazing, and everything you showed us, it was stunning to me. I don't have anything else to say. I'm speechless. But my question is, I love wood. So with the covers, if we just wanted, I didn't understand if you were doing the whole book or if it was just the covers, but if we just wanted the covers, is that something we could order custom
Yeah.
in bulk or in small order?
You can be able, if you're wanting it custom, this is what I ask, is if you're wanting it custom ordered, and that I want, would you send me your image, send an image to me, I'll
Hmm.
take and on my website it tells you the sizes that I do.
Okay,
um I can do the front, and I can also do the back,
awesome.
so I
Thank
can
you.
print that. And like Regina, you had I had bought an image from you, it was a while ago,
Hmm.
but it was a lady that she had really red lipstick on,
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
and I printed that on wood, and it came out so good. I will send a picture to you. I'll send it to you. But it came out so good, and I printed it out on it was a 5x8, what is it, 5x5, oh no, 5x8 by 5x5, whatever it is. It was just like, it was about this size. It was this size. Let's put it this way. And actually, here it is right here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I love that one. I love that one. That's beautiful.
Yeah. And then I printed the back. So yeah.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Mm.
So you see how beautiful the colors come out. I mean, they're vibrant, and it's just like I cannot believe I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have to print this because it was beautiful." But like I said, if you're wanting something custom done, custom printed, you can send it to me, because I can put a person's image on there. Um like I said, I did that for a client of mine, and I also did one because my grandson had graduated college this last summer, and I put our pictures on there that when we went down to Texas, and I put that on a notebook and that. So yeah.
Well, we absolutely love that. Paula, you have a question.
Yes, I have a lot of questions, but I'll refrain myself, okay? I'll be good. I'll even put my camera on for this. Um, oh, it won't let me, but okay. Oh, I'd have to open my system settings and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, later. All right. So what I wanted to know, oh, your work is beautiful.
Thank
Absolutely
you.
stunning. And I will give your information to friends of mine who also who are artists, licensed artists who are looking to have someone do that like myself. And I tried doing embroidery. It is difficult. That embrilliance, I don't have the patience. So please, sis, do the patterns. It would help so many other artists to have this work done. And it would be fabulous in that community. My other question to you was you chose a UV printer. Is the maintenance on that difficult?
No, I don't know. I gotta say, like I said, I'm a nerd.
Uh-huh. Me too.
And I've always been that way because when family needs computers, they come to me,
Uh-huh.
because I've always dealt with technical things. So if anything needs to be done, there's family members come to me when it comes to stuff like that. And I don't have a problem with it. I love tinkering around with things like that. If I have a problem, I just fix it myself. And if I can't, I'll ask someone. So no. I guess it's just second nature. I can't do a car, but I can do that,
Yes,
you know.
I can relate. And that's why I haven't purchased a 10 needle machine because of the maintenance that's required, the daily maintenance for your embroidery machine. But what I wanted to ask you, I heard you say, um, did you regret getting the 10 needle machine versus a larger machine?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Because like I said, I don't know, I'm one of those people that I'd rather do big than small, but
Mhm.
then I said, okay, I should have gotten the bigger one, which
Mm,
would have been a 15 or 16 needle, you
yes.
know.
Okay.
So right now I can, what I have is fine. And if it takes me just a little longer, have to do it on a one needle,
Mhm.
that's it's fine because the one needle I have is a Stellaire and it's a
Mm,
bigger embroidery machine
mhm.
than the smaller one. So it works fine for me, you know.
Yeah.
So
It's a
yeah.
significant investment, and that's why, I'm
Yeah.
like, if I'm gonna do it, then go big. But my partner's like, you better do it for a long time.
Yeah, and yeah, you do. If you're gonna do, if
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if you're gonna do it big. But like I said, when I did both of my machines, especially with the Glowforge, because I was a little nervous about using a Glowforge, I mean, using a laser, and I
Mhm.
thought, okay, well, I'll just do smaller, and then till I got to the point where I was comfortable with getting the bigger laser, then that's what I did, is I got the bigger laser because now I'm more comfortable with using it.
That's true. My son is pushing me where he says, Ma, you can always sell it on Facebook Marketplace as you move up to the next one. It'll be okay. He's like, you need to do this. And thank you so much for being patient and answering my questions. I
You're
appreciate it.
welcome.
Well, we appreciate it. Demia,
Hi, everybody. Hi, Rhonda.
Hi.
I think your work is magnificent.
Thank
Um,
you.
I love it. And as someone who learned how to quilt in their 20s, haven't done it in a long time, but it's just the rich textures and it has soul, it has life. So I really, really love that. My question is, would you be able to do like a ceramic plate? Like I am trying to get a commemorative plate done for my family reunion.
Mhm.
Because everybody's tired of tote bags. So I've been trying to find a vendor that would do them.
and do a good job. And so I wondered if that was something that you could do.
So do you want a UV printed? Is that what you're wanting?
Um, I'm not sure. We have an image of my great great grandmother, and we want to put her kids and her on this plate, and have it be like a display plate. So I don't know what would be the best medium for that, if it would be UV or something else, or laser.
Well, if you're wanting her, I think, well, with lasering, I wouldn't do it on a plate like that. Just because, if it's clear, if it's a clear one, you could probably get a good one on there. But if you really just want to see the image, I would just do it. I would UV print it.
Okay.
Because then you be able to see her and not have that sketch look. You just be able to see her on there.
Okay. Now, since you would be the vendor, would I need to, because I don't want to stockpile the plates at my house. So, I guess we could talk about that, moving forward. But, okay, I'll reach out and we can
Yeah,
talk
just
some more
reach
about
out
it.
to me and then we can go from there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I love all this interaction. This is amazing.
Thank you.
Because your work
Yeah,
is
I
amazing.
love it.
Your work is amazing, and your presentation was great.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for showing everyone what you do, because what you do is completely different than a lot of the people who come on our show, and I love that because it shows the diversity of the audience that we have and what we can all do if we're all together. Your work is so beautiful. It is beyond beautiful. So thank you again, Rhonda, for coming. Thank you
Thank
for
you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
oh no, we
Thank you,
love
thank you,
having you.
thank you.
Love
And I
having
think you're gonna have to get a warehouse instead of a little she shed. I think you're gonna have to go ahead and build you a warehouse in the backyard, okay?
you.
Well,
That little she shed ain't gonna get it, okay?
well, I took over my husband keeps on saying, okay, what other part of the house are you taking over? Well, I took my she shed, I have the basement, and I have the garage. So our cars sit outside. So yeah. So I
Okay, so here we go. Give him the garage back and tell him to add you a craft wing. Okay,
yeah.
because that's where we are now. We're at the craft wing, okay?
I like
Yeah.
it. I like the way you're thinking. Nice little
Yeah.
compromise there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
So
again, your work is impeccable. Listen, it sells itself, honestly. You do an amazing job.
thank you very much.
And I'm
So
glad you're out here telling the people what you got, honey, because what you have is amazing. So
yes.
thank you
Thank
so much for coming on.
We
thank you.
really appreciate you. We really do. So thank you, Rhonda. And we will see you the next time. We can't wait to see what you come up with the next time.
I
Martine, I thought I saw a question go by on Facebook. Is there a question on Facebook really quickly? I want to address that. No? Okay, perfect. All right. Thank you, Rhonda. Appreciate
My
you. And
bad. Sorry about that. What's the largest size printing? Sorry about that.
oh, you're muted.
What's the largest size printing?
on which one? The laser or the UV printer?
Let's see. That was about a minute ago. That was from Deborah Bigler. So if you can respond to her on Facebook, because she may have walked away. Y'all know how that goes.
Okay.
All right, Deborah. Reach out to Rhonda, and she has a number of machines, so she needs to know what you're looking for, and she will help you out. Lula is asking, where are the purses on your site? Do you have those listed on your site, Miss Rhonda?
I will send her a link. And who is that who asked?
Lula.
I will I'll send it to her and then
And Deborah said it's for the UV printing.
um it's 16 by 22.
Okay, 16 by 22. All
Mhm.
right.
So that
Thank you.
means that if it gets more, I'm going to be getting bigger.
Oh.
That gives me the opportunity to get a bigger one.
I love it. I love it. Any crafty girl knows. Let's get bigger. Let's go bigger.
Yeah.
All right. Once
Yeah.
again, thank you again, Rhonda. We appreciate you. Thank you, everyone, for your great, amazing questions. That is amazing. All right. Well,
So listen,
it's
I've been over here in near
right.
tears, Regina. We got some great feedback from Kia about the Patreon, but it's been really, really nice to hear the connectivity with Sundays with TRM. Because the things that Rhonda just showed and the connections she made, they come from both our free and paid options. And so it's very, very exciting to see that like people are actually able to make meaningful use of the resources that are putting out. It really, really, I was like, ooh, I'm really making it cry. Don't cry on the screen. So thank y'all for that feedback in the chat, and thank you for being vulnerable enough to like be willing to connect with us, and I love that the circle is only growing. I saw a lot of people saying, "Where's your link? Where's your information?" So let's keep this circle growing because um we want that additional wing to Rhonda's she shed for sure.
Uh, Thank you, Martine. Also, as you said, that there are resources that are within the Patreon, but we also added an additional resource onto the Patreon as well, Martine. And if you could go and show that. So, for our Patreon members, you guys have access to the GPTs. But for those, we've had a lot of people going, hey, look, I may just want one of the GPTs, and we were like, we were very hesitant to say yes, but then they kept asking and they kept asking and they kept asking. So we decided that we were going to place the GPTs where you guys could purchase them individually. So Martine, can you walk us through this?
There we go. So yes. So this is the shop tab. Now, if you're a current paid member at any of our tiers, yours is going to look just like mine. It's going to it's going to say included with membership. If it doesn't, if it doesn't say included with membership, then you're going to have two options. It's going to say buy now, or it's going to say enroll in membership or become a member. So these are all of the GPTs that we have available at this time. Again, this is the three of us have a very, very different worldviews, and we come up with our GPTs and our art in different ways. But this is a really good opportunity to snatch up GPTs as you see them. And also, we've had this up here forever. We've never talked about it. We actually get quite a few requests. So since it's on the screen, I'm going to talk about it. To review GPTs. And so we also offer that as a service. So if you have not been to our shop, I'm gonna drop it in the chat for you. And you can definitely pick up the GPT of your full course. Now, it's always gonna pay to be a part of the Patreon. So our most recent GPTs, we let our Patreon members get access to those first. So they're gonna have them a while until we put them in the shop. So just keep that in mind. If you want Teacher Bay, if you want the nursing GPT, Patreon is where you're gonna have to be because we're giving our Patreon members more time to build their products first before we make it available to the rest of the public. So I'm gonna drop those in the chat, but that's brand new. So in addition to the Patreon, we've got a shop going, and we would love to have you get what you need. Now, I love what Rhonda's been doing, which is taking the GPTs that she has and turning them into physical products. There we go. I wanted to highlight too, this one is Pretty in Pastels, which definitely leans into that spring vibe, summer brunch, Easter. It's a summer brunch, elevated Easter kind of vibe. So this is one of them. It's called Pretty in Pastels. And then there's another one. Let me hit the back button. Remind me of which one that was, Regina.
It's right next to Pretty in Pastels.
Oh, okay. Oh, Ethereal Easter. Thank you. Got it. Ethereal Easter is the other one. All right. So these are two GPTs that would pair well with this time of the year. And of course, you can look at all of our GPTs. I will say if you're not a member or if you're a free member, then all of this is going to be blurred out. So that's why we're showing it to you now. All of this is going to be blurred out. So you won't be able to see this until you decide whether or not you want to make that investment. So I do want to say that. So when you open it, if yours is blurred, you got to unlock it, and it's going to be under shop. I think the team is going to be putting out even more GPTs. So Patreon subscribers, be on the lookout for the potential to have some GPTs in the shop that you might want to pick up.
Well, thank you, Miss Martine.
Yeah, Patreon shop is live.
I really, really appreciate that. And now we are going to bring up a returning GPT creator. Miss Snowden is live and in person. And as you guys should have known, a new GPT creator was coming up because my background changed, right? My background changed for my brand new GPT creator. She has a GPT bundle, and we actually have the bundle side by side, right? The bundle is side by side. So she has a wonderful what they call quilling, but it's not called that on her bundle. And then also I do the stained glass on mine. The bundle is phenomenal. The images that come out of it are extraordinary. Dion has done her big one again. If you guys did not get her initial, like the one that Rhonda was talking about, her embroidery GPT, you need to rush and get it. But this bundle, when you see what Martine and I have done with this bundle, you are going to be blown away. Because when we started playing with it, Dion, we said we were not going to send you the images because I was about to send you the images. And I said, no, I'm not going to send her the images. I'm just going to let her see in person what this GPT can do. We stretched it and moved it and did our thing with it. So, can you tell everybody about your GPT?
Absolutely. So first, of course, I want to give honor to God because without him, there is no vision, no voice, nor any vessel. So what I created was the digital renaissance. Really, it's a return to soulful designs with intentional creativity and honoring an actual legacy. So there's two of them in the actual bundle. They're very unique. So they're not like, your regular run of the mill. You're going to get something unique and a very unique look out of them. So it's a coil flex is what the one is called, and the other one is called fractured flex. And they're basically both inspired by the woman, of course, I talk about that I loved the most is my grandma. She could take anything and make it beautiful. She could sew, cut, paste, fold, whatever it was. She made it and she told our legacy through making those things. So, back then there was no tutorials or YouTube or anything. She just made it with those same hands that she was praying with us for. So I took that spirit and actually built something digital with it for our generation of creators and entrepreneurs and people who just want to tell the story. So the choral poem flex itself is rhythmic. It expresses and it basically gives you a creativity that you can shape your story in layers and loops at a time. And then the fracture flex is, I would have to say again, that's probably one of my favorites. So the fracture flex itself it takes you to a place that lets you know that you can build things that are designed and rooted from the idea, but something that's actually broken can also certainly be beautiful. So that's what actually inspired me as far as with these designs itself. And I'm trying to build a digital legacy. So when I actually put together a GPT itself, I want it to be something that I haven't seen and I want it to be something that speaks to me. And I actually have some images that I actually done, so I will be happy to share with you guys. Let me do my screen brief. Mhm. Great. Are you able to see my screen?
It's, oh, there it goes.
Okay. So prompt coherence with both of the GPTs are really good. So what I wanted to show is that, the same exact prompt can get you something really unique and special. So this one, of course, is the Coil Flex, and it's with the quilling, and this is the stained glass. So we're not talking about, even though I love grandma, we're not talking about our regular grandma style with the actual coils or with the stained glass itself. So this one, of course, Talya and her afros. I had to make sure I had an afro girl in here. But you can see the styles themselves are very unique and something that you really don't see on a day-to-day in the market. Of course, I love music. So I had to make sure did something with the music.
I really need that trumpet. I really need it.
Okay, I can definitely get it for you.
Thank you. I
And
need
of
it back.
course, everybody knows my baby girl. I love her to death. So I had to do something for her. And of course, Easter's coming. So I did a couple Easter images so that you can see, you're going to get, even though it's the same prompt, you're getting something very beautiful out of it. And it's just in a different art style. And then, of course, my husband always complains, so I had to do something for guys. I had to put him in there. Um, and this one is basically just a unique abstract one. And of course, I had to give honor to God because Easter's coming up. And everybody is in the cowboy season. So this one was the same prompt, but it went sideways for me. But I love her, how she turned out with the quilling. And she's actually on the website on the GPT itself. Um, so that one is there. And you can see some additional cowgirls on there. But that's what I actually did with the GPT. Um, so you can actually see some unique things. Nothing's the same. Everything's different with the actual style.
I love that. I
Yeah,
mean,
you kind of showed out on this one for real. Yeah.
Thank
her
you.
GPT really, really does its thing, right? So I was able to do a lot with her GPT. Of course, like she said, it's two GPTs in one. So I'm going to run through some of the images and just really quickly. These are the base images that come from her GPT for her florals, because you guys know, everyone knows that I absolutely love florals. So I just did a lot of florals in different color schemes, different types of flowers. I'm gonna find a flower that I like. And then I decided, I wonder if I took a commercially licensed image and I put it in her GPT, would it create a flower image? And it did. So this is the image that I put up from Unsplash, and it gave me that image. And I said, well, it did that. I wonder if I put an image that I created earlier in her thing, would it give me a coil? And it did. I wonder if I took one of my images that I did when I was SREF mining, would it give me a coiled image? And it did. And I wonder if I turned her into African American, would it do that as well? And it did. I wonder if I could do a abstract painting, and what? It did. And then I wondered again, and it did. And again, and it did. And again, I took it to the my weirdest places, and it did. It
Wow.
just kept going and going and going. Look at the detail that it gave. And that was just me uploading my images. So I said, let me go over and play with the other one. And I did, and played and got the butterflies and got beautiful images. And then what I said, I wonder if I asked her GPT, could you give me the top selling stained glass cases on Etsy? Would it give it to me? And it did. And then I said, can you give me prompts that match those? And it did. And then it gave me the images. And then I went again. I wonder if it will give me images based on those images that I uploaded into the other GPT. And it did. And again, I tried another one and it did. And then here's another image, and it did. Then I asked it to soften it a bit, and it gave her eyelashes, and it did. Here's the abstract again. Here is the green-eyed lady again. I mean, her GPT, it gave me futurism. It gave me the cute little girl with the bow. It gave me that. It just really, really, really does it. As you can see, Deanne, I was just throwing image after image after image at your GPT to see what it would do and how it would perform. And it just kept going. There was no, once I started rendering images,
Wow.
I would throw them back in and get them again and change them out and do it again and ask it for a girl compared to that one. I had so much fun with your GPT. And then, of course, I walked all that stuff all the way over to Midjourney and
Wow.
got amazing images, just stunning images. It was one of those things where I had so much fun with your GPT. Let's get right here. So much fun with your GPT when it started to give me the images from the girls that I uploaded, from the abstracts that I uploaded. Look at that. Phenomenal.
My goodness.
It just really look that there is the tech girl. Look at that.
Regina.
Right. It just really did its thing. And then of course I started doing describes on it, and it just went out of this world. So not only was I able to get great images from her GPT, but then I started just playing with it and just moving it and playing with it and coming up with other images that kept the same flow because of the great images and prompts that she gives. It just continued on and on and on and on. It was an amazing GPT to work with. And then where's your other one? Boom, there it is. Let's change out. Let me get into that other GPT. Where are you? There you go. Boom. So then I started playing with, as you can see, I did a lot of images with your other GPT. Look how pretty those came out. Just beautiful, solid imagery, even with single images. And then let's go up into, I did animals. For all of you, the animal lovers, sunsets, just beautiful florals, absolutely gorgeous images. Then here are the stained glasses with the women. just
Those are
beautiful.
amazing.
The abstracts. Then I'm gonna push it. Then we are with the people. Here's the girls. Just absolutely phenomenal work with your GPT. Of course, I'm going to do describes. And I just kept going and going and going and going and going. It was, look how cute she came out. She's like one of my favorites with all the stained glass, even in her
Good.
glasses. Just absolutely phenomenal work. You did a phenomenal job on this GPT. It's just, I had so much fun working with it, so much fun getting the images, playing with the images, trying to figure out what I was going to do with them, being able to throw images up. So I was able to capture the look of the GPT with said image. It was absolutely amazing. But we're still not done. Martine has done some things as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So, um, this whole bit about phone cases, I thought that was so interesting. That phone cases are trending and that people are looking for unique phone cases. Like in my mind, I assumed that like everybody just went to Five and Balloon like me and just bought a phone case. But y'all, that is not true. There is a whole niche that centers around phone cases and in particular stained glass phone cases. So what I did is I went ahead and created some mock-ups based on the art that I had created as well. And then what I also did is I stacked trends, right? So, I learned that the photo cases with the stained art, the stains were the stained windows were trending. So then I added horoscope signs on top. Okay. It's very, very important that you're thinking about strategy. It's great when you make things that you like, and you should do that, but you also should find other people that like the thing and then bring those concepts together. So this month was Talya's birthday. And her sign was Aries, so that's the one I did for Aries. And then I'm a Cancer, and I probably am as emotional as they say. And so this is the one that I did for emotional. And then Regina's Sagittarius. It's area, it's like something like that in the sky. So I did that. Okay, so these were some mock-ups I came with. Deanna, I love that we're all kind of thinking along the same lines with the glitter cowgirl. So I was like, I'm gonna do glitter cowgirl. So these are the ones I did for my glitter cowgirl. So she's got the glitter heavy, but it's still giving that stained glass look throughout the whole look. And then she's really up the glamour in this one. Okay. And so if you're questioning, these run between 26 up to $40. These cases, people are buying them. Okay,
They are
people are
buying
buying
them.
them. Looking at the metrics, the best performing store makes anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000. Lower performing stores are making anywhere from $500 to $800 a month. Okay. Now in my doing this work, I just gotta slide this in. Y'all know I'm a Canva person. I'm doing some Canva. I also noticed that when I brought in images, and this is new. April 10th is Canva Creates. I think I'm gonna do a Canva Creates watch party. Stay tuned. And so from now until the 10th, we're gonna get these updates in our Canva accounts, and it's gonna feel weird. Just ride the wave. They're gonna talk about it on the 10th. But I started noticing that when I upload an image, it'll allow me to change the colors. So what this means from a design aspect, I could take the same color, take the same image and create a brand new design and do nothing more than change the colors. Let's see what that looks like with this orange. I'm gonna move it back in its position. Look at there. That's a whole new design. But I didn't do anything but change the color. But it looks totally different from the original. Okay. So this new feature in Canva is going to give you the possibilities of bundling across a single image because you can change the colors out. Okay. That was not there before. All right. That was not there. This image And this image is the same. All I did was I just clicked colors until I found it. All right. Also, when it came to prompting, I asked ChatGPT to create beams of light to come through the glass so that I can elevate the overall aesthetic. So those of you that are picking up that GPT, ask it to push through some beams of light, and I think you'll really like what you see. That happened here. See how the beam of light is behind her? And that happened, what was that another one? Here. I'm a Louisiana girl, and magnolia is the state flower, but I also found out that Mississippi stole our flower too. It's okay. Thieves, neighbors. No, I love my Mississippi people. I'm giving
We
Talya a
are
hard
the
time.
Magnolia State, ma'am. We're the Magnolia State.
Just
Thank you.
stole our flower. It's okay. So I was like, I need one that has magnolias. That's my go-to flower because that's where I'm from. Well, if you notice, there's a little beam of light. I put in that request so that it would just add another dimension. Okay, so here's what I recommend. There are tons of these flower ones out there. Nothing wrong with them, but I really want you to think about habit trend stacking and how can you do something that's unique to your brand that also incorporates the stained look so that you're putting out things that when people go, I'm not a flowers girl, but I love cherries. I'm not a this girl, but I love this, right? So they can see themselves, right? So that was my thing that I did. Also, I went and did some research. I did a deep dive, and I am giving you guys keywords. It's a keyword kind of night. Those of you that are selling products anywhere, you need to know what keywords you need to tie to this type of product. Okay, so I'm going to be providing you the link to that tonight. It's a name your price kind of night. So you tell me how much you want to pay and pay that. But in the report, it's going to include oh, thank you. Sorry, I need to pull the link. It includes the top 6 stores. So you can go and take a look at what they're doing. The tags, the keywords, why those keywords are good, which ones are doing really well and why. It also includes the how many people are searching for it. So it includes the volume and the competition. All right, so that is for you tonight to explore. So when you get this GPT, you're gonna have that built-in strategy of using the right keywords to get your product on the first page. That's where sales are made. I don't ever shop on the 3rd page unless I can't find what I'm looking for. You want to be on the first page. Keywords are gonna be what get you there, or we're gonna help you get there. Then once you make sales, sales are gonna keep you there. Okay. All right, that's it for me. Love the GPT. I need a new phone case. My phone is in horrible condition, so I think I know what I'm gonna do next.
You know, I think the thing that I love is the fact that Dion is right on trend. And some of these phone case creators that are making these stained glass phone cases are making big money with those phone cases. And with her GPT, you guys can now make what? What do we? It's a personalized day. It's a personalized day. You can make personalized phone cases with people's faces on them. You can do
Absolutely.
it. You can do it.
Also, I did a little bit of research too, and if you're using something like Printify or Printful, like what they're charging ranges from like $9 up to about 16. They're selling them for $40. Think about your margin. Okay.
That's well over
That's a pretty
30%.
nice profit, right?
That's well over
You
30%.
include your shipping with it, right?
Mhm.
And you're still making a nice chunk of change, okay? And you're not even touching a product.
Mm-mm.
You're not touching anything, right?
And you
We
made
giving
it one
y'all the
time.
goods. That's it. We giving you the goods now.
You made it
And,
one time. One time. You made it one time.
and everybody want them Where them fans at? Y'all saw the cowgirls, right? I might want a phone case to match my fan. Okay.
Well, and vacation time is coming, and I've been noticing vacations and weddings are coming up, and a lot of people are gifting the groups matching things. And it would be lovely to have everybody's phone case with their name and the design that matches the wedding on the back. Because if something walks away, it's real noticeable. Because all our cases
Absolutely.
look the similar, right? So just think, really try to think out the box. Folks want stuff, but they still want to be different. So really try to think out of the box and how can you use these tools that you're investing in to give them something that nobody else has.
I was just looking at my background and I was thinking to myself, I'm a puzzle nerd. This would be a beautiful puzzle. You were saying something, Dion. You're on
Just in
mute.
time for summer, just in
Mm-hmm.
time. Perfect
Mm-hmm.
time to do stained glass puzzles all summer long.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think about that. That's just
Mm-hmm.
something new.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. This GPT, and you guys, her trend report is about the stained glass phone cases and the amount of money. So pairing with the trend report with Dion's GPT to show you exactly what they're selling, how they're selling. So now that you can use the GPT in an effective way is a gold mine. She is doing two trends that that are amazing right now. The stained glass is huge. Quilling is always huge, right? And for those who do quilling, paper, you can use this GPT to come up with designs for your quilling projects. So you get it, you come up with the information, and you come in, you create all of your projects with your paper design. I'm telling you, her GPTs are phenomenal. They are really amazing. She's gone above and beyond with these GPTs, and we really appreciate everything that she does. As you can see, we had fun with these GPTs. We threw them, we did everything, threw them up against the wall and they bounced back and they said, "Hey, I'm still good. I'm still great. I'm actually better." There was a question earlier. I meant to answer that. I'm going to answer it for you, Linda. Yes, I took her prompts from her GPT and walked them right on over to Midjourney and placed them in Midjourney as well. So as you can see, this prompt was one of the prompts that I had over from her GPT and when it and took it over into Midjourney and it created this image. So her GPT is absolutely phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. So Dion, you got another hit on
Thank
your
you.
hands with this bundle that you are selling. Also, guys, she has a coupon that is only good during this live. So
Yes.
make sure that you guys are going. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you. I love I love Midjourney and I love, whenever I have a solid GPT creator who knows what they're doing, because I tell everyone it's about the prompt. It starts with a solid prompt. And that is what Dion has given me. She has given me a solid prompt to work with. So I'm able to create magic on the top of a solid prompt. And that is the only way that that works. I love working with her GPTs. She is a really great GPT creator. And this bundle is absolutely amazing. So thank you, Dion. Um, and like Talya said, because she's a POD queen, go out and make this as my niece would say, this shmoney, shmoney. Go out and
X.
make this shmoney. Uh,
uh, and side note, guys, the report actually includes some other sub trends. Every time I run these reports, I always discover other trends. And remember, if they like, let's say they like bunny rabbits, if they like bunny rabbits as stained glass, they like it as plushies, they like it as t-shirts, they like it, they like it, they like it. So make sure that when you're, those of you that are getting those reports that you're doubling down on, is there a sub trend in here that I can take advantage of, and so that you can explore that? And then if there's a list you want me to create, or a type of a subject or niche you want me to do, just let me know. I'm always willing to do those when I get a lot of interest in certain topics. I'll run a report for you. And my data comes from the direct source. So I'm pulling from raw data. I'm not pulling from Chat GPT. I'm pulling from actual stores. Okay. Because I want to know what words the people actually typing in with their big fat fingers like mine and misspelling all these words. That's what I want. I did have a question I wanted to make sure I addressed Ifeoma's question. She wanted to know, how do I change the color? So I'm gonna show you how to do that on camera real quick. This is brand new. It kind of shook me a little bit. I thought I had done something wrong. Uh, but I'm gonna show you because it's nothing. You're not gonna do anything different than what you've always done. So you'll upload your image just like you always done. So these are nothing more than the uploaded images that are already here. And then you'll put it on your design space. And if you notice, it automatically registered what colors they are. And so now I can just go in and change these colors to what I want them to be. Okay. To give myself a different, oh, that yellow looks good. A different look. All right. And to me, this screams bundle, 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 bundle. You can bundle things and give. So if you're selling art only, then you need to plan to use that very small tool to make different versions in different colors, because you know how to do it. The customer may not. All right.
I love that. Thank you,
Thank
Martina.
you.
We appreciate you for showing us that. And once again, Dion, great GPTs. We really appreciate having you on here. Remember, everybody,
Thank
that
you.
discount is only good until the end of the show. So,
Mhm.
go, 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 go. Appreciate you so much. And we will see you the next time. We can't wait to see what you're going to bring back to us the next time. Have a wonderful one. Bye, Dion. So we are going to bring up the GOAT himself. He is back in the building. Mr. William McCraney, step up to the front, sir. How have you been? And,
I've
you're
been
out in
doing,
the
I've been
internet streets
doing,
just doing your thing, aren't you?
yes, I am. Yes, I am. The king is here. The king is here. The king is here. I'm just kidding with you. I just had to do that.
Before you start, William, I'm so sorry, Martine. I forgot about the will.
Go
It,
ahead.
it it is around that time that we need to readdress it. So, Martine, can you pop the information back in to the chat for the will? All right, she is putting the information back in the chat for the will, because the will is going to be closing soon. And we want to make sure that everyone has the ability to be on the wheel, because the last thing we want is you guys sending Talia messages and tussling in her comments. We do not want that for Talia at all. We don't want it because it doesn't happen for Martine or I. So we don't, for us, it's like whatever. But Martine, she is placing the information inside and outside. But we are super happy to have you, William. Uh, you and Toy have been out here doing your thing in these internet streets. You're making commissions. You're showing people how to become to take access to this. It's going to be $1 trillion industry of AI influencers. William, what have you been up to, sir?
Well, as you know, I've been, creating toy, and it's a learning experience. It's a journey, and it's not easy. It's tough.
Mm.
Right now I'm sitting at. Let me see what I'm sitting at on her. Let me see
That's
here.
around
I got it on
5,000
the
something,
phone.
right?
Yeah, I'm pretty much sitting at. They got me doing this little match. Yeah, 55, 5,589 followers.
Hmm.
So it
Yeah.
it was tough. Yeah, but we doing it real good. And also too, I just want to let anybody know if they want to go this way. I do give classes on there. I have 3 people here. I think that took a class actually.
I
Talya
took
took.
one today,
Yeah.
okay, and I'm extremely and thoroughly satisfied, honey. So, if you guys are looking to create your own AI influencer, you need to take this one-on-one, okay?
Mhm.
It was amazing. You'll see
Cool.
mine tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Not
Mhm.
only that, I'm a pretty patient trainer. So I'm going to walk you through it. I'm not going to rush you. We're going to take our time. We're going to get through it. And I put my link inside the chat if anybody want to do it. And I have it on sale for $83 and to the end of April. And then after the end of April, it goes up to 97. So please take advantage of that. Okay. But anyway, I want to go ahead and talk about that GPT if that's okay with you. I want to just give you the ins and outs of that GPT. Okay,
I would
with that,
love it. I would
yeah.
love it.
Oh, okay, great. With that GPT, what that was basically was that was from another GPT that I've done earlier about a year ago. So what had happened that that Chat GPT had did a lot of changing. So throughout there, when they did a lot of changing, I had to go back and do a lot of changing. So when they change, I guess when they move, I had to move, just like that. So that's what happened. That's what happened with that. So, but what I found out was I was trying to find it and I couldn't find it, and it just for some reason that GPT that wouldn't come up. So what I did was I said, well, if I can't find it, I'm going to have to redo it again. So, but I ended up finding it. So I still redid the GPT, but I call it the couples version. Let me see if I can find uh, that the name of it for you. Okay, the name of it is Chic Glamorous Gardens Part Two Couple Version. So this one right here because Chat GPT made a lot of improvements, like crazy improvements. So I was able to go deeper into the GPT and creating different images. And what I learned from that, you can always tell after the image is created. I'm gonna drop a dime. You can tell it make it 10 times better and you would not believe the results from that. So I encourage everybody to use that. I'm gonna say it one more time. Make this image 10 times better. Okay. Now I'm gonna drop another dime for you, only because it's the TRM show. Okay. The other dime is say like you want to revisit GPT and you want to recreate it or you want to improve on your GPT. Basically, you go into the GPT itself. You tell it, rewrite or revise this custom GPT instructions and make it 10 times better. That's all you got to do. So if someone could, just kind of text that to everybody, that way they can get that out there, that information. That right there will up the level on your imageries and your GPT. It will act, everything about your GPT will just act totally better. And then
Wait, can
after
you
you,
repeat that, William?
okay. All right. Revise this custom GPT instructions and make it 10 times better. When you do it, you actually have to be in the GPT itself. Okay. Now, what's going to be the thing is you already going to have instructions in your main part of your GPT. So the revised version that it created probably won't fit in the GPT. What you do after you do that, and then y'all can write this down. Create this into a PDF document file. Create this into a PDF document file. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. Create this into a PDF document file. Once it does that, and it does all this little coding and all that little crazy stuff, there is going to be a blue highlight. You click on that blue highlighted and you download it. Make sure you put it in a directory that or a folder that you can remember where it's at. You go into your GPT. You go to the part. Hold on, let me do it real quick. I'm not trying to take up all your time, but I'm just trying to drop this down to help everybody out. Okay. Now, when you go into your GPT, you make sure that you have everything checked off. Code interpreter is definitely needed to do this. You go to where it says knowledge, upload the files. You just upload that PDF document to this to the new GPT or the GPT that you are going to make better. Now you don't have to worry about the instructions. What the GPT is going to do is going to read the code, the knowledge first, and then it's going to go from there. And you will be amazed at what it does. And I guess that's basically it. Regina, I didn't want to take up too much time. I just wanted to drop those two dimes for everybody. So if anybody need me to restate something, I can do that if they need me to, or explain anything why. But I'm gonna give it back to you.
I love that, William. And of course, as you were saying that, I am in the background on your GPT with an image going to make that 10 times better so that they can actually see the difference between the image that I had and the image that is going to be 10 times better. But I had such a great time with your GPT as well. What is that image? Oh, I don't know where this image, why that image did that. Um, I'm trying to download an image and sometimes you have those fun days with ChatGPT where the image doesn't come up and it does and it doesn't. Monica, you have your hand up.
Oh,
Yes, quick question. Is this William, what you said, is that something that the GPT writer does or anyone can do?
well, I mean, basically, when you are in the GPT, it's basically when you give it that command, it's gonna 10x that GPT. It's gonna make it 10 times better. If I answer your question,
I believe you did. Yes. Thank you.
okay, you're welcome.
All right. Stephanie, you have a question for William as well.
Yeah, it was kind of along the same lines. He didn't answer. It didn't clarify it for me though. So
Okay.
as the writer of a GPT, you said go into the background and put that. Where would you put that? Or are you just speaking like she asked? Is this the person that's using the GPT instruction for them?
Well, if you're just using a GPT, you can just tell it to make the image 10 times better if you're just using a GPT. But if you're the artist of the GPT because you have that notes, I mean, you can probably do it with anybody GPT, but I wouldn't suggest do that.
Right.
That's not too cool. But
So then
anyway, huh?
so then my question would be where in the background do you give that instruction?
Okay, basically, you want to open up your GPT. So
Mm-hmm.
open up a GPT now that you already created.
It's open.
Okay, now in the message bar, all you want to do is type in revise this custom GPT instructions and make it 10 times better. And then after you do that, hit that arrow button up and it's going to do its little thing. It's probably,
Okay.
yeah, that's how you do it. Now, after that happens, after it does all this coding and all this good stuff, you're going to then tell it
To create it into a PDF file.
PDF documents file. You got to say it, PDF document file.
Yes.
Okay. And then once it does that, it's going to be some wordings highlighted in blue. It's going to say download or something on it, or give you the name of the GPT. And then you just download it. Once you download that GPT, you want to go into the edit part of your GPT and you want to make sure you check off code interpreter because it's got to read that PDF file. When you do that, you want to upload that file into the knowledge section. You should see upload
Gotcha.
files. Once you upload that file, and then it's automatically going to take it over from there. Your GPT just became 10 times better. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. All right then.
All right. William, you
Yes.
always dropping knowledge on the people.
Oh, okay then. Well, I got some
Always
more
dropping.
knowledge on that emotion that AI influencer. I got some knowledge for you.
Okay. Well, that's when everybody needs to take your do your one-on-one, right? And you said it
Yes.
is $83 until the end of April.
Uh-huh. And then it goes up to 97 and then after that, who knows?
Yeah, to the sky,
Yeah, I
what they say,
might
to the moon, Alice, to the
yeah,
moon, to the
I
moon.
might take it all the way up there because it can make you a lot of money. You can do a lot of things. And with Talia today, we changed some clothing, didn't we, Talia? We took some clothing and we changed took your AI influencer and we put some different clothing on her.
Absolutely. It is 100% worth. Well, actually, it's underpriced. I will say that. To be honest with you, for what he provides as a service. And he does make sure that you know how to do it because before we got off the call, he was like, "Okay, so what's step one? What's step two? What's step three?" And I walked him back through what I learned. So I promise you, you're not gonna leave out and not know what to do because he is a very, very thorough instructor. So, um, yeah, but y'all will see my girl show up on the scene real soon. Oh, please.
Lula, you had a question.
Yes, William, thank you for this information. However, I am sitting in the back of the room and I didn't
Okay.
hear, I didn't get the instructions as clearly as you stated. Well, I'm trying it and I'm not seeing it working. So I'm in the GPT
Yes.
instructions. I see the area that says instructions where I currently have my system instructions. Is that where I'm typing in this request to revise the custom GPT instructions, make it 10 times better? No, wait. Into a PDF file. Is that where I'm placing that information or that
Okay.
request?
Once you open up the GPT, your
Mm-hmm.
custom GPT that you're working with, you will give it the command, revise this custom GPT instructions and make it 10 times better. After you do that, and after it does all this coding and everything, you want to go back in there and you want to say, create this into a PDF document file. Um, do you have time for me to show a little bit of that, Regina? Can I show that on my screen so people
I
can
was
make?
going to ask you, William, can you show that, please?
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Right then. Now, can everybody see my screen?
We can.
Okay. Now, after you created the PDF document file, you see this right here. I'm not going to click on this because I don't know if anybody bought my GPT, so I don't want to mess it up. So I will
Hmm.
click this and
I
highlight
apologize,
what it.
William. Can you go back to the first step where you actually input in the first request?
Okay.
Because I'm not seeing a difference when I put that request in. I'm not seeing any new information being loaded.
I don't think he's there yet, Lula. He's not entering the information. Okay, there you are,
Okay.
William.
Here you go. Revise this custom GPT instructions and make it 10 times better. That's the code. Okay. It's going in that canvas thing. So you see it writing? I don't know if she said yes or not.
Yes, I do. I
Oh,
was in
okay.
the wrong spot.
Oh, okay. Now, because mine came up with the canvas, once it finish it up, I am going to click here and instead answer in chat. Okay, so it's going to rewrite it out again. So masculine and feminine dynamic signature presentation. So it's going to give you basically everything you need there, but it made it 10 times better. Okay, all right. Now you see how long that GPT is instructions are. That's too long. I already got some instructions. Let me set that up. already got instructions in the custom GPT. So my next command would be create this into a PDF document file. Okay. Now it's going to do its analyzing. You see all that coding? And once it does all that coding, okay, and it should give us a link. So it's going to do it again. It couldn't catch it the first time. Should give us a link. Okay. It's acting kind of crazy. Or it's really revising it 10 times better the heck out of it. Okay. Now
The
this
PDF
right
document has been successfully created.
turn this off. Now this right here is the file you want to download. You're going to press download. You're going to download that file. It's going to bring up a folder. Like today, you want to go ahead and put it in a new folder. I'm just going to put, so I know where I got it at. Hit it right there. Okay. And then I am going to save it. So now it's saved. Now I will go back in to the edit part of my GPT. Okay. All right, then. When I go back into the edit part, now I'm not going to do anything, but I'm going to show you what to do. You click here where it says upload file. You go into where it says demo, and then all you got to do is click in that and then hit open. And then you just had loaded it. And you loaded that instructions into your custom GPT, which will make that GPT 10 times faster. 10 times better. Okay. Was that better? Was that more understandable?
Yes, it was. Thank you very much.
Okay,
And I
you're
see
welcome.
why Talia said your instructional skills are on point.
Oh,
Thank
thank you.
you.
I was in the Marine Corps. They trained me to be that way.
Well, we really appreciate it, William. Thank you for helping everyone who writes GPTs
Yeah.
to make their GPTs 10 times better.
Hmm.
Uh, and we absolutely love, he gives a lot of information, you guys. Like, William gives so much information. And and I think he's bumped his head today, William, because I saw that price on the GPT.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Did
did.
you
I
fall
did
down
see
the
it.
stairs this time?
Well, no. It was a bowling ball sitting next to the bed, and I can't. My head hit that bowling ball.
Lord have mercy.
I didn't have
Because
my helmet on.
let me explain something to you. The price of this GPT, I mean, everybody should rush out and get it. Remember, wedding season is on its way. Spring is on its way. Love is in the air. Is on its way. All the things. We are super excited to show what. Talia, you going first? Am I going? Or am I going first? Are you and Martine going, or am I going? You forgot to.
I can go real quick because I did save the dates since we're talking about weddings.
Mhm.
Oh please.
And to let everybody know, you just don't have to get that GPT. You can load up because I got good prices on it.
Well, how many
Can you
GPT?
guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
We're not dangerous,
Okay.
Papa.
So I created save the dates because again it is wedding season. Where we're yeah, it's wedding season right now. I was like, we're going into it. No, we're here. It is wedding season. So I use Williams GPT to create to save the dates. So this is one. Super cute. Super duper cute. And this is another one. This is gonna be a destination one right here.
Okay, cool.
That's how I felt about it. It's gonna be a destination. Save the date. And also, let me see. Martine created a journal cover.
Oh wow, I really like that one.
Mhm.
That's you, Martine?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh wow, yeah,
Marriage
that's
is a
so cool
journey. So
right
I was
there.
like, you gotta grow in grace. That's what they
Yeah.
say.
Hello.
You gotta grow in some grapes.
And your GPT also asked if we needed a back cover, and it
Mm-hmm.
gave us a back cover
Oh,
to it
really?
as well. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. These updates with 4.0 are really doing some things.
They
Hmm.
So
really are.
And if I can
all
add
right.
something about now about selling these cards, what you can do, because you do have the technology now that you can upload somebody's face and you can actually put their face on that card. So
Mhm.
just think about that, because when you
Absolutely.
go to selling cards, what's going to end up happening, maybe the bride or maybe the man, well, the man probably won't care, but the bride will probably say, well, it don't look like me. That's probably what it's going to
Hmm.
say. So, that's something to think about.
Yeah, so once again,
Absolutely.
you can pair things together. So for Williams GPT, you can use it as a bridal gift. Send it to Rhonda. Have her print out the on the wood one that she has. So it has that vibrant color and the heaviness of it. So it's a beautiful bridal gift that you hand to the bride, and with her face on it, her husband's face, that she will always remember. So you have Williams GPT, and then you have Rhonda creating it. It is just a match made in heaven. Beautiful, beautiful work. William has done a phenomenal job once again with his GPT. I say this, I know it sounds like I'm a broken record, but because of his photography background, this is why you get these images from William. And he does everything in the 16:9 because he's thinking about movie and being on YouTube. And it's just absolutely beautiful. I asked his GPT, there's a lot of images in here, and I asked it to just give me people of different races and mixed together, men, women, just couples in different situations. Look at this beautiful thing right here. Look
Oh,
at the
wow.
lighting. Look at the shadows, William.
Oh, wow. That is great.
Isn't that great? It's
Hmm.
just beautiful.
And no deformities.
No deformities. And just, I asked it for all different types of couples. So you will see all different types of couples in my images, different races and different places. I just
Hmm.
wanted to test this GPT to see what it would give me,
Oh, wow.
and the
That was really
contrast
nice.
between them. It was a beautiful GPT. I loved the way, the lighting of the GPT, the different textures and people and places that it placed the couples. Look at this one. It's such a cute one of
Yeah,
them
that's a
out on the
playful one.
balcony.
I like that one too.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
They're frolicking. I mean, it's just it gave different views of different couples doing different things,
Oh, yeah.
because no couple is the same. There are tons of different types of couples that are out there, and his GPT was able to capture all of that. Look at that. Look at that background. So beautiful and tropical. I want to be there myself. Just absolutely an amazing work. Then I decided to go fantasy, see if it would give me a little bit of fantasy. It gave me fantasy too, William. Gave me, I just, I
I
push
didn't
it.
know it could do all that.
I, hey, you know me, I'm gonna push the GPT. Then Martine came up with the most amazing idea today. She said that it's hard to see couples with disabilities, and images with couples with disabilities. And I decided to render a couple that
Oh,
had a disability.
oh, wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, you thought outside of the box.
Yeah, that was
There's a gap in the market. There's a gap in the market. And every single human being has a right to see themselves in the art. We've got to acknowledge all those experiences
That is
um
so
in the
cool.
art we're creating.
Oh,
I was watching a series and I was like, you know what? You know what? I've never seen art. I've seen lots of things, but not art. So I think we've got an opportunity here to make sure we show really, really show all walks of life.
and that's in a wheelchair. That's cool.
Mhm. And then here I go, making it 10 times better. Look at that.
There you go. There you go.
And then here's
Do you
another
like
one.
it, Regina?
Oh,
When
I did. Look at this one 10 times better.
I'm going through every GPT I got. 10 times better, 10 times better, all day. All day. I just need you to know. Those
Then
came
I
out
brought it,
really good.
right?
Y'all not gonna have me up all night. I gotta go to work in the morning. Nope.
Just beautiful images. William, they were amazing. And of course, you see all the images, I walked them all. All those images came from William's GPT, walked them all over there. Um, just loved. Okay, so there's a couple things with Midjourney that I did. Midjourney has the ability to make everyone glamorous, right? So
Mhm.
um, you have to bring your stylization down in Midjourney if you want to see people who you would see average people on the street. So stylization needs to be like at 50, 25. If you're at 300, like right now they're at 300, you may get average people, but you may not. If you go on Talyaverse, everybody is a Ford model. Everyone looks like they could be signed today. So if you just want to see average people, have your stylization a little bit down a little further. But as you can see, these images came out. Look at that. Just absolutely
Oh, I like those.
beautiful. And then we did a little bit of changes. I think the thing that I like the most is when Midjourney makes its mistakes. I was like, hey, I'm going to use that. Um, it gave such really beautiful images of couples that you don't normally see out in the public. You you just all the different image types and the different types of couples. You don't normally see these different types of couples out in, as art out in the public. So I wanted to really render that so you could see people could see themselves in the art. And I just kept moving it. And here's my magicals. Um, just really amazing art.
Oh yeah, I like those. Mhm. Yeah, that one's my one of my favorites.
Yep.
You can see that buzz cut so clearly. Mm-mm.
Hmm. And they're out
Apple
apple
Orchard.
picking. And then this is a lo-fi. So the thing that is going to happen in 7 is you see how this image looks like it's from the 70s and it's a little faded. Well, that is what you're about to get. Is that lo-fi on purpose imagery, and then I took it up to a high fidelity image where you can see the different hairs in there. Then you see the brush strokes. All of that stuff is getting ready to happen in 7. You see his hair. That's the thing that I love about what's getting ready to happen for 7. Look at his skin, just beautiful.
Monica Allison said the signing books at weddings would be great. Also, coffee table books would be great.
Hmm.
Real estate folks, these would make great staging art for
Hmm.
those staged rooms or staged coffee table books, especially if you group them by interest and potential your demographics, your potential audience. You could literally have different books based on what you know about the community you serve. A lot of opportunities here.
The thing that I loved about Williams GPT is because I asked it to randomly give me couples, it gave me May December couples as well, and not the typical May December couple. That is the thing that I absolutely loved, right? So
Oh, December, whoa, whoa,
it gave
Look,
May
Stella
December.
definitely got her groove back, didn't she?
all the
She
way.
did.
She
She did.
showed it.
Wow, these are remarkable.
And then I just went up and changed the style. This is at Talia style at 1,000, but it's still giving me that lo-fi. and then it brought it back in. But I just loved working with the GPT, um, and and just kind of pushing the levels on it to see what it could do, and kind of playing with the artwork, and putting different things into it to see how it would render and how it would give me what I was looking for. And I really loved, when I put that May December in there to see if it would actually give it to me, and it did. So thank you, William.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
thank you
welcome.
for
You're
writing an
welcome.
amazing GPT where I was able to get things that I don't normally see out, as art out there, that people are in these relationships, but they are not being shown as typical art. So thank you very much for writing a great GPT.
Oh, you're welcome. And you just gave those people a voice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So anyone who is rendering or couples, this is a perfect GPT for that. If you are going to, you guys can put your services out for bridal boutiques, for people who create weddings. You can actually go and tell them, hey, I can create this art. Here's my portfolio. Remember, you can now change the faces. So you
Yes.
can now go to those places and say, hey, I can help you with your couples, for your invitations, for any printables that you need to do for them. You can do all of those things with his GPT. As you see, Talia has created the save the date, and Martine created the journal for the couples. You can do a whole and complete package for your couple with one GPT. With one GPT.
Just go ahead
And
and
he hit
label
it.
them GPTs by couple, by client. Yep.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And he hit his head. You guys should see how much the price of that GPT is. And
Yeah.
you can, do you know how much money you can make with just buying this one GPT? I cannot. And you
Yeah.
haven't even put an SREF on that thing.
I made it that price so y'all can get a whole lot of them. Y'all can
A
load it up.
whole lot of them.
Load up. Just like the candy shop. Oh, I'm sorry. I went to. I'm going. This is not that type of show, right?
No, it's not that type of show, William. No,
Okay.
this is Sunday. It's a family show. We are
It's
good.
a-
Well, we appreciate you, William. You always really come through. You really do a phenomenal job with your GPT. It inspires us to do all the things that we do, and we really appreciate you every single time you come on. Every single time.
Thank you.
Oh, Margaret, uh,
Just above you, you look right above before Tarnesia is right there. Regina, when we getting 7, let us know. What's up?
Actually, good question. So I have placed a post about the rating party for 7.
Hmm.
It is on its way. I should have it. I have it in my background already. If you saw my images, I'm playing with it already. Already, sorry. But everyone should have it that is an alpha group probably on Wednesday. We're hoping on Monday. We're hoping, but definitely by Wednesday. So yeah, it's my images. If you looked at my photorealistic images, I'm playing with it right now.
So I'm gonna
Oh,
drop
you got
your
it today?
info.
You got it today?
Uh,
Yeah, it's oh yeah. Let me go in there and let me go in there and check and see if it's full on. But yeah, we are going to really love it. So if you guys can go in and do your ratings for Midjourney, that would be great, because we really want to know how you guys feel about different images to help train the model. It is one of the best things that is happening for us. Let me go in and see if they released it today, because he was supposed to do it. No, this is just he's just doing the ratings party for round 2 is been released. So go in there and do some more rankings for the model, so we are able to get the whole entire full model release. That means omni reference. That means the brand new images. That means all the things are going to be released. I'm super excited to have all of that out, and we can't wait to show everybody everything. The prompt party, the ratings party is it's fun. Just go click the button. If you don't like anything, what you're going to do is you're going to click the images. Here, let me just show my screen really quickly. Go into Midjourney. You are able to come in and rank your images. So if you like a particular image, like I like that one, you're going to click on that one. If you like this one, you're going to click on that one. Yeah, the ones that you like the most, the clarity. For me, I'm looking for clarity and style. It's not necessarily for me. I'm looking for different things. I will click on the ones that I like, and you're just going to rank them over and over and over again. And I do it while I'm watching television. I will just rank different things. This one, that one, this one. And you just rank backwards and forwards. And basically, what we're doing is we're telling the model what we like and what is good and what we want to see. And we're teaching the model, and also we're teaching our personalization code at the same time, just to let you guys know that. You're teaching your personalization code what you like to see. So just have fun with it and rank to your heart's content. And if you do not have V7, in your background, and if you are brand new to Midjourney, please, please, please take my ABCs to Midjourney. You will learn a lot. It will get you ahead of the game. You will be able to do what you need to do, because when I tell you I'm going to take all my other classes down by Wednesday, because I have to reteach everything because the new model is going to change everything. I will be, don't ask me any questions. I will not be awake. I will be up all night. I will not be talking to people. I have pre-warned all my friends. I have pre-warned my guy. I told him very specifically, don't call me. I will be up all night. I don't call. I love you. I may, just make sure that you're sending me a message in Messenger, because I'll be on the computer. If you call, I'm going to hit the button. Hit the button. Look at time. I am.
We'll see you next Sunday on Sundays with Tiana.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
no, Talya and I will.
because this is a major change, and I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about it.
Well, and it's also a testament. Let me make sure it's clear there. It's a testament of her level of commitment, so that when she does come back around and teach these classes, she's able to give you the quality you need to have the experience you need to have to really work with Midjourney and really grow. It's one of the reasons why my art has changed so much, is because especially the first initial classes that I took with Regina, it changed my art. Like what I was doing just wasn't, I saw what other people were doing, and mine just wasn't there. And so I took one of her classes, and overnight everything changed. So just keep that in mind. Also, this my friends, I'm gonna put out the disclaimer so everybody hear me this first time. She's not teaching V7 on Mondays with Midjourney. She is taking questions, but she's not teaching it on Mondays. All right. So just, you grab a class when she start teaching, because she's gonna put in this work to really, really, really be able to support you well. Support all of us well. You have a question in the chat, Regina. Says India Gibson. She says, so does that mean the SREF codes will change?
Initially, they're going to stay the same, but then they are going to change. He did drop that on us. So the look of the SREF codes will change, and there are new SREF codes coming. So we're excited about that as well. Hopefully, eventually, yeah, the disclaimer.
Yeah, it's just a disclaimer. We love y'all though. We love y'all. Come with your questions. Like when you're playing with it, come with your questions, because it's gonna be a lot of self-discovery across the whole Midjourney community. So we need you to come with your questions, But if you're looking for that, like you need to start step by step from scratch. It's just not the best environment because you have people who know all of this plus more, and then you have people who know nothing. So it's just not the best environment. But you got another question. It says if we purchased it, I think she's saying if we purchased if she I actually know the answer to this. Miracles from heaven. If she's talking about Midjourney, if we purchased Midjourney already, think she's saying is version 6 gonna go away. But that's my interpretation. So Demia, if I got that wrong, let me.
No, version 6 will stay there. What they call the legacy versions will always be there. They'll be in your drop down. So you'll be able to use 6.1. You'll be able to use 6, 5.2, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I don't know why you would use 1, but the 1 is in there. All the Niji versions, they're all going to be there. So you're still able to access them. Remember, you're not going to be able to use SREFs on certain ones and different things like that because they weren't there in those versions, but they're still going to be there.
Okay, my bad. She meant the ABCs class. She's saying so. Wouldn't that if it won't be it won't if we purchase if you purchased ABCs in the past, it's not going away right away. I think that's what she's asking.
No, ABCs is not going away right away, right? So if you purchase ABCs and you're going to move up to the next part of Midjourney, I always send my previous students, and they all know this, they all get a pre-class discount to the next iteration. So you guys will be able to upgrade not at the same price as someone coming in brand new. Yeah, I'm excited to teach it. I'm excited to show you guys what they're doing. Like I always tell everybody, because there was a big discussion in a Midjourney discussion group, is Midjourney in trouble because of ChatGPT? I said, well, when ChatGPT can iterate 100 images in 2 minutes, yeah, I think we may be in trouble. But it takes 5 minutes for me to get one image out of ChatGPT, and it drives me absolutely nuts.
10.
It absolutely nuts. Uh-uh. I can't. It's like watching paint dry for me. Love the images. Absolutely. I am taking nothing away from the images in ChatGPT. Nothing. But 4.0 is like watching paint dry for me. The GPTs don't work that way. I'm going to tell you guys the difference between 4.0 and the GPTs. 4.0, tick, 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 paint dry. The GPTs, they still move quicker, right? Because they're on 4.5. So they're moving a little bit quicker. Eventually, when they have enough service space, they will move all the GPTs over to 4.0. But that's going to take a while. So that migration will be slower because they don't have the server space right now to have all of the GPTs running on 4.0. So until they do, you guys run these GPTs, run them, get your images, do your thing. But until they have the server space, if you guys want to use the 4.0 on the images that you get from the GPTs, you got to walk your images over to 4.0. What does that mean? You render in one screen in the GPT, and then you render in 4.0 in another GPT, in another screen. So you'll have both of them up running at the same time. What happens that way? You're like Regina, you get kicked out. You get kicked out. You get kicked out. But I'm telling you, Midjourney is Bay. You guys are going to absolutely love the new things that happen. For all of us who have 7 right now and who are rendering the images in 7, we are having a good time. We are seeing the difference. It is absolutely phenomenal. And I can't wait for you guys all to play in it. And I can't wait to teach it to you. It's amazing. But that's enough of my Midjourney rant because you guys know I can rant about Midjourney. But there is one thing I want to say. I was in a class yesterday. With Martine, and remember, I tell you guys, I am challenged when it comes to Canva frames. And I'm one of the ones, like that kid that gets mad because they don't know something, they want to throw it away. They're like, I don't like this no more. I'm done. Yeah, that's how I felt about Canva frames until I got in a class with Martine. She step by step took me through Canva frames in that horrible program called Adobe Illustrator. It is the worst. But because of her due diligence and grace, I didn't throw my computer on the ground. She walked us straight through it. It was absolutely phenomenal. And you guys, she is going to be able to take us and use images. So all the GPTs that you are getting here today, like William's fabulous GPT, her next class is going to be using the images. So you better, like William said, what do you say, William? Get all of them. Get all of them.
Get them all.
Get them all. Get them all. Oh, I forgot to tell you, thank you so much, William, for your GPT. We really appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome and thank you.
All right. So, Martine.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a great class. I would, Adobe is not, it's a professional tool, it's an industry tool. People who work in movies and productions and films and graphic designers are the ones who use them. And so it can feel quite overwhelming because there are a million different tools in there and they all have a name and a purpose, and it can feel quite daunting. But I'm happy to announce that everyone who stepped into the room prepared to make a Canva frame walked out with a Canva frame, right? And they've got the tools and resources. And Regina's right. So we're gonna always be needing to figure out how are we gonna make our thing different. And being able to include Canva frames into our designs is gonna be one way that someone may purchase us versus a competitor. Okay. So I've got the replay available, but more importantly, I actually broke the steps down into groups. So you've got the whole class, and then underneath the whole class, you've got each lesson. There are three lessons that are segmented out so that you can learn one set of skills, take a break, practice, then learn the next set of skills, take a break and practice, and take a next set of skills. If you're wanting to create AI art that then becomes Canva frames, you really need this course unless you are very, very good with Adobe. When we get to course 3, we're going to spend a bulk of that time in Procreate, which is the tool that we're going to use to create our AI art-based Canva frames. Also, last thing I want to say about this. Last year, those Mother's Day Canva frames, man, and Father's Day Canva frames, did y'all remember seeing that last year? Where it would be like mom, and then there'd be a picture of all the little children or grandmother. Them things was crazy hot. And the main question, left and right, how do I make the Canva frame? How do I make it? I don't know how to make it. And the other issue is most people don't want to buy Adobe. 2 reasons. They don't know how to use it. Excuse me, son. Excuse me. Thank you. They don't know how to use it, or they don't know how to use it. Right? Because it's an industry schools tool. So uh our folks who took the class, thank y'all for coming. If you were able to make a Canva frame, drop a 1 in the chat. Let me see if I don't know if we have any students in here tonight, but if you're able to make one, um y'all, Mother's Day is the second Christmas of the year. Father's Day is coming. You can make a Canva frame and you can put the babies in the Canva frame. You just got to learn how to do it. And out of all the tools I've tried, Adobe Illustrator has the best quality to give your customer. Some other tools do okay, but the quality in the frame is not as clean. Okay. So I'm going to drop the link in. The replay is available, plus all the tutorials. You can literally start on it tonight. And then if you have questions, screen record, take screenshots, and I'm more than willing to help. I always keep my coupons open until I run out. So you can use the coupon code. It's a TRM friendly coupon code. And you can use that coupon. But yeah, so just keep in mind the more, like, William is a great example of this. William started with flat images, and now he slowly moved into this mode where now his images move. Now his images influence, because he understands that you have to constantly evolve for your business to grow. So if your plan is to only sell art, you're gonna have to think about hard about this. It's got to be more than art, because the pool of people creating art is going to get bigger and bigger. So how are you going to just add your own little twist to get your thing across the needle? Earlier today, Stephanie said, art, yes, but it's also about community. And so now she's going to take this, what she's learned, this knowledge, and intermerse it with the bigger plan of how she's going to teach, right? It's the beauty of being able to evolve. You got to do that. All right. Which means you may have to tackle some skills that you were maybe uncomfortable with in the past, but I promise you it's going to work out for your good, for the good of your business. All right. So I dropped that in the chat. If you need it, have at it. The second thing that I wanted to talk to, and then we're going to get to the business of the night. I wanted to talk to you about the AI Summit. Who's heard of the AI Summit? Has anybody ever been to the AI Summit with the Little Sisters? Anybody ever been? Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever been. All right. Okay, I saw those ones. Thanks, guys. Okay, good. Yeah, I thought we had a few people in here. Thank you. All right. So the AI Summit is this week. It is free to go. You can attend all the sessions live for free. If you want to watch the recordings, you can pay a small fee to watch the recordings. I'm actually going to be presenting Saturday at 1:15 Eastern, and I'm going to be talking about how to use ChatGPT to repurpose your own voice. 1:15 Eastern. I'm super excited about it. I've been working on it for a couple weeks. And I would love to have all of the TRM family that's available to be there. So let me drop it over here on Facebook as well. And it's just a good opportunity. I saw a few people say tonight, I'm really new to all of this. How do I get to the heart of all of this? Attending a summit like this is going to really help you see how people in the world are using AI. And I really think it'll strike a chord. We're going to have several panels, over 30 speakers. Come on in and take a seat, and I promise you won't regret it. And then of course my session's at 1:15 on Saturday. If you're available, I'd love to have you there. All right, let me share my screen. Let's get to these. Y'all did a great job tonight. We had over 100 entries tonight.
That's amazing.
I saw several duplicates. I said, oh, the OGs and got with it. They shared, they entered in, they signed up on the Patreon. They weren't playing today. Let me share my screen. Oh, great question. So there was a question in the chat that says, can I share the summit link within our network? You absolutely, listen, there are two gifts, a couple gifts, but there are two gifts that you can give any business owner, anyone presenting, and it's the gift of sharing, and it's the gift of feedback, good or bad. Okay, those are the two greatest gifts you can give a business owner, because you'll never know how you change the impact that share is going to have on their work. All right. Oh, and thank y'all for those congratulations. I do see them. And I'm looking forward to it. We have a good conversation. I'm gonna show y'all some things I've been doing in the background that you didn't even know I was doing. All right, can y'all see the wheel? All right, I'm gonna stop sharing though, because it ain't got no audio and it'd be kind of awkward. And sure. All right, and I will be giving away a seat to the Adobe class. But if you're brand new and you're like, I need the first class, I'll let you pick. So you can do the first class or the second class. I'll let you pick. Who are we starting with tonight, Talya?
I don't think Rhonda was giving away anything, so we're gonna go with Dion.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna give a notebook away.
ooh.
Oh,
Because Dion got the last notebook. She was very happy with it too.
One of the wooden
It's
notebooks.
the bomb. I use it every
Listen.
day.
Yeah. Okay, come on, y'all. All right. Don't leave now. And Easter Standard, I know it's late, but listen, keep one eye open. All right, y'all ready?
yes, we are ready.
All right, this is for Rhonda, and she's doing one of her notebooks. Okay. Now that's actually her own business, so I'm gonna close it out so she has an opportunity to stay on the wheel. I know. We're sorry, Monica. We're sorry. We had some good
Monica said
conversations
she
too.
awake barely.
Just one eye. Dion, do you want to try to get something else, or do you want to get another journal? Because that's definitely Dion.
Like my journal, but I know that she needs to spread her business around, so I will take something else.
Okay. Hold that thought, please.
Mhm.
We'll write Dion's name down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's try again. Let's see.
Come on now.
James Jeans.
Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Yes, Lord. No, I know I can win again.
That's
Dion,
Dion.
don't
I
you
think
sign up for this wheel no more. Okay?
This
No
is just
Dion got
more.
like 5 businesses.
This is just telling y'all to
She-
go ahead out there and get this nice bundle, because I promise I'm taking it down soon as the show go off.
Oh, kiss
Look,
me.
if you snooze, you
Our color
lose.
me call
Okay?
friend. Kisme. She does color me calm with us on Tuesday.
Yes, she does.
Winner,
We
winner,
love
chicken dinner.
having you.
We'll
Hey,
connect you
hey.
guys so that you can get that sent to her. All right. Next up we had Dion. Dion, what are you
Yes,
giving away
Dion is
tonight?
giving 2 bundles.
Oh!
2 bundles.
Okay, let me get to spinning. I didn't know she was doing 2 bundles. Come on.
Yes.
Nikki said she's already called it and claimed it.
Now, if y'all don't go over here and get this bundle,
Let me. Ooh, Dion, you fired from the wheel.
Ain't this
Hard.
Yeah.
Dion's other
Dion.
business?
Dion.
Okay, that's what I thought.
but see, this means y'all need to get out there and share TRM.
This
I
means
share
you
it
need to
on
go
both
get
of
true.
my
your
business
bundle. That's what
pages.
that
She
means. I
sure
know. That's
did.
why your name keep coming up.
Monica Allison. Hey, Monica. I know you're over on Facebook. You're a winner. And you won one of Dion's bundles.
Hey, hey. Got it.
There's a second bundle. Oh, Monica, keeping that eye open. Work out there.
Monica Anderson. Okay.
Both the Monicas
The
won
Monica's
tonight.
showing up tonight.
All right, who do we have next?
William.
William.
He's giving away his GPT, that cute couple. She said that woke me up. That cute couple GPT. Taylor May.
Taylor already has it, I'm
She
sure.
probably
She
already
might
got
already
that
have it.
GPT.
Okay, can
She
we write?
probably got it.
I'll
I'll send Taylor Teacher Bay.
got it. Okay.
Going out to play
Ain't
the
no way.
lotto or something.
Girl.
Something.
You better go run you a ticket, man. Dion, would you like this to count for your win for the evening? To get win GPT?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna put her down for William GPT. But she's on here like 6 times. Because she shared to all her business platforms. And Dia Gibson.
All right. Hey, India. You
And
got
you're getting
Williams, did you?
What? I
100.
won something?
Yes,
Mhm.
ma'am.
Yes, we got
Oh
Williams
my
DPG.
goodness.
Your name has been pulled.
Thank you.
You're
So,
welcome.
all right, what's up next? I'm gonna get you.
You said you were giving away a replay, right?
Yeah, I'm giving away a replay. And it can be leveled. It could be level 1 or level 2 of this series. If you feel like you want the first Canva frames class, you can get that instead. I'll let it be up to you. I believe this is Danielle. And Danielle was one of our Patreon subscribers tonight, y'all. It pays to go over here and get on
Danielle
Patreon.
Reed. All right. I'll
Yep.
give away a teacher bay.
Teacher Bay. All right.
Yeah.
Teacher Bay. Monica already won tonight, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's.
She already got it too.
Oh yeah, she does, but she already won it.
Mhm.
Diana Lewis,
Thank
you're a
you.
winner.
And
Diana
guess what?
Lewis, you're
I'm a
welcome.
teacher.
Uh-huh.
What?
Hey,
Oh my
oh, what?
She's gonna go to
Look at
town.
God. Look at him.
Thank
Look at
you.
him.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
Talya. All right.
You're
She's gonna go to
welcome.
town. Everybody gonna be like, "Where do you get that notebook from? Did you make me one?"
Uh-huh.
All right, and I think that's all we have for tonight. I think that's it. That's it for me. I'm gonna
That
stop
is
sharing my screen.
that is it.
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to say thank you to everybody that was on the panel today.
Yes.
It was so good. Let's see, is everyone still in? I want to try to bring the whole entire crew up on the panel. Um, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Rhonda for coming. I want to thank Dion for coming. It was so good to have everyone here, and it's William. And we all love having all of you guys here on the panel with us. Your artistry is all different. But the way that you guys show up is excellent. How you guys really present your businesses, how you put yourself out there, how you guys have pushed past fear, number one, for the people who are brand new, have pushed past fear to show your businesses. The fact that Rhonda comes on and her business is completely different from everyone else's business, but she still has the confidence, number one, to show what she does and how she connects with other business owners to help their businesses be great is what I really appreciate about her business. That she has been able to carve out a niche in a digital space that is phenomenal. You also get to see her artistry as a crafter, how it infuses into her business. So being able to see how she created the boxes, being able to see how she created the digital imagery, how she was able to use those images as embroidery on her garments, it's phenomenal. So Rhonda, we really appreciate everything you're doing and keep putting your business out there.
Thank
Dion,
you. Thank
oh,
you.
you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Dion, you're brand new to putting your GPTs out to this world. I don't know if you were creating them and holding them for yourself.
Yes.
It's like, yes. You were creating them for you and holding them to yourself. I am so glad that you're putting them out to the world because they are phenomenal. And I love what you said earlier about your GPTs, that you create them because it's something that you wanted to see. You wanted to see those GPTs. You wanted to see them out in the world. You saw them through your grandmother and things that your grandmother would do with her handmade crafts. I really love that about what you do with your work. Thank you so much for creating beautiful GPTs that we can
Thanks for
use,
having me.
create, move, and now Rhonda's probably seeing other things that she's going to be able to digitize. Look at
Oh
her face.
yeah, yeah. She said it earlier. She was like, "Oh, that I got an idea."
Yeah. So we're able to create these things that we weren't able to create before because you were able to put those things out to the world. So continue to create really great GPTs. We can't wait to see what you do next. The
You.
GOAT. He was able to make all of our GPTs what? 10 times better.
You know it. Welcome to the cat loops. I was
10
gonna say
times,
candy.
no, 10
Don't
times
say
better.
it.
By just giving us those words 10 times better. Martine, they are looking for Rhonda's link on Facebook. We are able to do that because he had the knowledge to create his GPT 10 times better. So he didn't gatekeep that knowledge. He gave it out to the world because he believes that the world is an abundant place, and giving out that information is not taking away from him. It is actually expanding him. And he is able
Absolutely.
to give that information so freely because he knows that, he is also amazing. And he's
Thank
always
you.
in the lab coming up with something brand new, something different. He's miles ahead. I used to always say this about William, that he would listen to something that we said and create a GPT about it, or that he is months and months ahead with his GPTs. That's why he has toy. He has influencers. That's why he's teaching it. At $83, that price is going to go up. And as Talia said, it is far below what it should be.
It's look, it's dirt cheap prices right now. That's where it's at. So I'm just telling you,
Hmm.
the price gonna go up because he ain't gonna bump his head for too much longer. Okay.
Yeah, get me before the swelling goes down.
Before the swelling goes down. And for everybody who is here that continues to come to TRM every single Sunday, we are so, so, so grateful that you come every single Sunday. We are happy that you guys stay. And we know that this was on, but there was a lot of great information that was shared today. A lot of information for you guys to move your businesses forward, and a lot of great connections for your businesses. So, thank you so much for coming. We love having you here. We can't wait for you guys to be on our next things. I will see you guys on Monday. And baby, I'm about to drop that SREF Insiders, and the cover is all that, if I must say so myself.
Yeah,
The
buddy.
it's amazing. It's amazing. The cover is amazing. And I can't wait to see you guys on Monday for SRF Insiders. And of course, we will see you on Tuesdays for what? Color Me Calm. Talia is going to come in. This is the only day you will never hardly ever see me on camera, is because it's the Talia and Martine show. Woo! Yay!
The
The
Talia
Talia
show.
colors.
She's the talent. I just be on there being techie, kind of cute sometimes.
Whatever. Whatever.
The Talia. Talia.
Talia, and she's gotten a class up under her.
Oh yeah, it's over. Don't even worry about it.
About to be dangerous. You can hear
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson in the
Listen.
background. That's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
her theme song as she
Yep.
walks. Dangerous
Look, T Bell had already threatened me because she said she didn't know who Coco Michelle was and she hated that I mentioned her name. So now she mad with me. I sorry, T Bell. I sorry. I so sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
so she is going to be there for Color Me Calm. She does physical coloring. Martine does digital
Digital.
coloring, and
Mhm.
sometimes I do collage. And I'm just gonna be honest. I do
we
my
just hang
Martine
out.
on Tuesday. I'm like
We
back and
switch
forth, back.
roles.
And when Kiss May is feeling good, she comes on and colors with me, and we love Kiss May's coloring as well. So come on Tuesday, Kiss May, come on and
Come
play
on,
with me.
and then Corey's brand new to Color Me Calm.
Yes.
He's in the DCT community.
Mm-hmm.
Corey comes through and he brings coloring pages as well. We love that.
Absolutely.
And then we also, who's the person who does the painting? I haven't seen them in a while. That comes on and physically paints.
Michelle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we have all forms, and sometimes I even do jewelry on that day. So Color Me Calm is a fun experience. It is just a place where we relax, no selling, we just talk and laugh and have ourselves a good time. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, then Color Me Calm, and then for the rest of the week, you guys do your thing. We love it, love it. Hey Kelly, I didn't even see that you were in here. We're so busy. Hey girl. So thank you for coming. And as always, we give it to Talya, and it's on you.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless y'all and good night. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And we will see you guys on Monday for Midjourney Mondays, Tuesday for Color Me Calm, and back again here on Sunday. Okay, then. Bye-bye now.